you're like me, you already decorated your tree, which is a wonderful thing. But those of you who are still waiting just a little bit longer, we do have some expert ideas for you. Evette Rios joins us with the latest tree trimming trends. Good morning, Evette.
Good morning. So exciting to be with you guys. You guys are so much fun.
Well, thank you. We just had a shot of my tree up. It looks nothing like the amazingness behind you. And I'm always really impressed at people's trees this time of year because I look at them and I go, why doesn't mine look like that? So we're going to get some really great tips on how to zhuzh up our trees. And working here at Pix 11, we've got our very own tree. I want you to take a look at it and see what you think and give us some advice. But first of all, we've got these. Yeah, not too bad? Okay. Well, we've got these metallic balls on the tree and a bunch of different colors and whatnot. But you say metallic colors are in this year?
Oh my gosh. So first of all, let me just tell you that sales of trees and holiday decor is up 200% from last year. So everybody is in a real decorating frame of mind. I think we all just need to keep our minds off of all the craziness that's going on. And yes, one of the big trends that we're seeing is metallics. And I've got right behind me, this is a toasted champagne tinsel tree from Treetopia. And one of the things that is really cool about these metallic trees is that they're just going to add instant sparkle to your home. So you don't have to go crazy with a ton of ornaments because the tree itself is kind of sparkly.
Well, yeah, that's what I was looking at. I mean, the tree itself is metallic. This is not a green tree where you've got tinsel all over it and stuff. This is a metallic tree.
Exactly. And these are so hot right now. So they come in, you know, golds like this. This is kind of like a more muted gold. There are shinier ones. There's also silvery and even galactic grays. So there are all kinds of metallics that you can choose from. And they're just so super fun.
I love me a fake tree. I've never, well, I'll save that information for later because it's part of one of our quizzes. But people are going with outdoor trees as well. I mean, it's a tradition in a lot of families, right? It's not a Christmas tree unless we go and chop it down or get it, you know, from a vendor. So what do you advise for outdoor trees?
Well, okay, so that is, I'm a big fan of the natural trees, 100%, and every year we do go and we get our own tree. But these are actually artificial trees that are meant to be outdoors. And what's so great about this idea, yeah, because so many of us this year are going to be celebrating the holidays outside, or at least part of it. So it's a nice idea to decorate outside. So this one is called the Oakville tree. It's a totally outdoor tree. It's from Balsam Hill. And what's so fun about this is it comes with the lights, so you don't have to go crazy lighting it. And then I just decorated it with stuff that I found in the yard because I was worried if the wind came and it blew the ornaments, I didn't want to have to chase them all around the yard. So I just used branches and leaves and just sort of decorated it that way.
Wait a second. That's kind of counterintuitive. Why would you get a fake tree and put it outdoors, not just get a tree, a real tree, and put it outdoors?
Absolutely. You can definitely do that, but it turns out, you know, I've looked into this because I thought, oh, I'll get a real tree and I'll have like the root ball and then I'll plant it afterwards. So a tree about the size of that one, which is, you know, 7 feet, is going to have a ginormous root ball. So you could obviously decorate a tree that's planted in your yard, and that's a beautiful idea. But if you want to put it on a deck or put it close to your house, you're going to have to contend with a pretty large root ball underneath.
Gotcha.
And you'd have to cover it up with burlap or something like that.
Well, another thing that I see is this isn't one that looks a little frosty, but you know, the ones that come with that frosty look, I think it's so beautiful during this time of year. I always worry though that it can be a little messy. So how do you get that look without all the mess?
Sure. And so those trees are called flock trees, and they are super popular, 100%. This one is not a flock tree. This is actually an artificial Fraser fir tree from Balsam Hill also. And this one is so realistic looking, it's unbelievable. But to get that frosty look, you can just use white and silver balls. I found these floral picks that have little crystals on them. And then icicles, glass icicles or plastic ones just kind of finish off the look. The kids love it because it's like the tree that you'd have in the Frozen castle. You know, it's just really, really fun.
Yeah, and you know, when it comes to decorating the tree, I see people doing so many different things. Here we went with the metallic look. You say, again, that's a great thing for this time of year. But how do you make the tree look really full, right? Because a lot of people shove stuff here and everywhere, and I'm just not really good at that. So help the person who's not an expert at making it look like an expert tree.
Sure, absolutely. So if you're going to go with an artificial tree, the most important thing is when you open the tree, really spend a good amount of time just spreading out all the fronds and making sure that you're just really opening it up to get as much fullness as possible. So you're
I mean, is this tinsel working, or a lot of people should...
Oh, I love the tinsel.
Do you? Okay, because some folks don't like the tinsel, but some people stick like poinsettias in it. They stick ribbon all over.
Yes, you can do that.
There's an art to that.
Poinsettias, yes, poinsettias, ribbon, any kind of, you can really raid the floral department at your local craft store, because the floral picks really add in the fullness. And then if you've got a real tree, you can get branches from other trees. Like when you go get your tree at your tree supply, ask them for some extra branches. They have tons laying around. And then you can just use floral wire and just wire it in.
To fix it, kind of like what they did with the tree at Rockefeller Center, right? When you've got some pieces.
Yes, they do it every year.
Yeah, put your own weave in your tree if you need it.
I love that.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Evette. It's been great talking to you and giving us great ideas for our tree. Maybe next year ours will look as magnificent as yours, but we're on the way.
Oh, thank you.
We're trying.
Thank you. And if absolutely, and if anybody wants to see any of these trees in person, you can actually go to the Nordstrom store in Manhattan, and there's a tree forest there, and you can see a lot of these trees in person, which you've never been able to
get some inspiration. Yeah. All right, Evette, thank you so much. We appreciate it, and happy holidays to you.
Yes, happy holidays.
Dan, have you put your tree up yet?
I have not, but I'm in the process of moving, so it's going to be a little bit of a delayed start for the tree. But you know, my parents, they do one heck of a Christmas tree. They do the poinsettias.
Oh, your mom does, and it looks gorgeous.
They always throw those poinsettias in. They love it.